we would like to have you listen to some presentations by our final batch of middleweight startups, which actually will kick off with a company called Transfluent that many of you probably know pretty well, since Transfluent was used to tweet, for example, President Obama's campaign in Spanish. So here's Yanni from Transfluent with some exciting news.
All right, hello everyone. My name is Yanni. I'm the founder and CEO. So Transplant is, as you may know, a service to translate just about any text-based language content to any language out there. We are existing on all the platforms where you can publish content. We are based in a network of more than 15,000 translators. We can get any text translated in just a few minutes. In short, we are the most advanced solution for language translation out there. Just recently, we helped one guy keep his job. We are helping a lot of companies, celebrities, brands stay in touch with their fans, clients out there. But today, we are announcing a major deal. We've become the exclusive translation provider for WordPress VIP platform, which is the premium service of WordPress geared to thousands of the largest websites out there. So now any one of these giant companies will be able to provide their websites, their blogs, their communication to virtually any language without any effort. This is a huge, huge deal out there for us. At the bottom of the screen, you see a few logos of the companies that we'll be targeting. We're also announcing that we become the exclusive translation provider for Unity platform, which is the largest, most popular game development platform out there for iPhone, Android, and desktops. So now, anyone making an app, anyone making a game with Unity will be able to just choose which languages they want to target. And magically, in a few hours, their app will be available in all those languages. It's also a major, major deal because it makes it possible for any company, small and large, to simultaneously target tens of languages in the app stores worldwide. We're also announcing support for Zendesk, which is a customer support platform. So now you will be able to receive email in any language. You will be able to read it in English. You can reply in English. And your customer is going to receive the reply in their language. So you will have a team of English speakers who can cater for a worldwide audience. And this is going to be a game changer for a lot of companies who want to target the global market, but have not been able to do so because they were afraid that they cannot reply the questions from their audience, from their clients. We're also announcing today support for Weibo, which is the Twitter of China, so to speak, with 400 million users. Anyone wanting to be big in China is basically going to have a Weibo account. It's a must. All the Weibo users are using Chinese. So you will have to post in Chinese. You will have to read the comments in Chinese. You have to post replies in Chinese. Until now, it has not really been possible if you don't speak Chinese. But from now on, any brand wanting to go to China will be able to use Transplant's new Weibo service, use it in English, and target the China market. We believe that in the future, people are not going to go look for translation agency anymore. Transfluent is going to be embedded in all of the platforms where you post content. You will be able to select which languages you want to target when you post your blog, you update your website, whatnot. We will be there for you. So we believe in the future, Transplant is going to be the largest provider of translations out there. we believe in a few years, the online translation is going to grow to $30 billion a year industry, as big as the current traditional translation industry. We aim to be the market leader there. We are currently the technology and innovation leader. In a few years, you will see us be one of the largest providers of translations, and in 5 years, we will be the #1 in the world. Well, I will conclude with a short 1-minute video presenting our service, how you can use it in Facebook. We have a stand over there. Please come meet me. Please come meet our team. We'll be happy to show you how the demo works, how the product works, and give you a free demo for that. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. No video, sorry. You're going to have to go to your stand to see the video. So sorry, we're running out of time. We only have 2 more startups left, and then we have a grand conclusion. We've been really happy with Transfluent. That's how we translated the slush.fi into Chinese and into Russian. So it's been very helpful. The next startup is a startup that's been around for a while now, the famous Blaast. I want to introduce Jonas Felp on stage to present Blaast. Please give a hand of applause.
Thanks. So my name is Jonas Felp, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Blaast. As many of you know, we started as a, let's say, a little bit with a weird story. So we wanted to bring mobile apps to every single phone, including feature phones, and especially in emerging markets where it might be a little bit tricky. And today we are going to talk about something very exciting, the next phase of what we're doing. And before we go there, I just want to share a couple of numbers from what we have been doing lately. So since we started bringing different applications to feature phones, we have had over 250 different applications, all developed by different third parties, especially in emerging markets. We run on over 2,000 different devices, which includes everything from good Nokia feature phones to really weird Chinese devices. And that's our service running on different devices that you can see there. In addition to that, we now have, since launching in January, we have over 2 million users. One of the applications, which is, let's say, messenger application, is having over 1 million chat messages per week. And a really cool thing is that we haven't been alone. So 3 operators in Southeast Asia are on board, totaling 170 million subs as the addressable market. And we are actually on over 50 million SIM cards that are in active distribution. So those are pretty good numbers, and those are pretty difficult to achieve by being only here in Finland. So that's why we are really excited about working in emerging markets. So what we are talking about today is what we are going to do on Android. So on feature phones, we are all about bringing applications with the least amount of data and as affordably as possible. And when we go to Android, it's actually going to be about the same thing. So if we look at Android, in just a couple of years, these very affordable Android devices, below $190, they are going to be the biggest global smartphone segment out there. And it's definitely not going to be in Europe or US. It's all about emerging markets. Okay, so now we all can agree that soon quite a lot of people will be able to afford a smartphone also in emerging markets. The problem is that almost all of them, they buy it to use mobile applications, which is of course good news. But the problem is that mobile data is really, really expensive in those markets. You can imagine, let's say, take your Finnish or US SIM card to India and start data roaming. It's as expensive as it feels for the local people to use data. So if we put it into perspective, for example, in Indonesia, the ARPU is $2.3, and the most affordable data package is $11. So that's an equation that's not going to work, and that's exactly what we want to solve. So today, in Indonesia, we are launching our Android service, which is all about using mobile applications with very little data, as affordably as possible, and controlling your use of data, which is something really important for people who are afraid of losing their money when using Facebook or Twitter or posting to Instagram or playing Clash of Clans. And actually the coolest feature that we are introducing today for the first time in the world is a la carte data plans. And this is our key weapon to actually enable mobile operators to introduce very, very affordable data packages to these people. So what it means, very simply, is that you can pick and choose Facebook, Twitter, and WhatsApp, and pay for that with a monthly price. Or when you feel like web browsing, you can buy a daily web browsing pass just for that one day. Okay. The really, really cool thing, since everyone else has been showing some devices here as well, I have to do it as well. So today, our service went live in Indonesia in collaboration with Sony Mobile on their really cool new Sony Xperia J device. It's pre-installed on that device. And we are launching together with Excel Axiata, who is offering the service with $5 per month, unlimited use of Blaast applications. So that's a really nice partnership that we have, and it's only the beginning of a very interesting story that we are going to build on top of Android in emerging markets. Unfortunately, you can't yet use the service here in Finland, but stay tuned with that. Thank you.
Thank you, Jonas. It's been interesting to follow Blaast's journey so far. I hope you guys are up to a lot more. Next up, we have Ari from Ductor. Ductor is a biotech company which is about to save the world, and I think we'll be hearing some great announcements. So give it up for Ductor.
Okay, hello everybody. This little fellow here, he's living in the jungle. He don't feel that well at the moment. He's actually sick, about to die soon. Many of his mates has died already, and the reproduction for his whole race is a question mark. He's also sending a message to all of us here tonight that when we guys are gone, your time is up too, people. But I want to send a message back to him together with you guys tonight, that I have a plan that I can save you. And if I'm able to save you, I'm able to save all of you. The whole world! So, how am I going to do that? We have developed a bioprocess to use organic waste to produce fertilizers in a biological way. And the company behind this is called Ductor Corporation. Obvious next question is how the hell are you going to save the world with the fertilizers? So, let's have a look. Here is our Ductor bioprocess as we have named it. It doesn't even need external energy to work on it. Actually, it is producing energy. It is producing energy to the general electricity network and for its own purpose as well. We don't even produce CO2. It's zero CO2 emissions what we are leaving. What we are taking in as a feedstock for the process. For example, slaughterhouse waste, food waste. Food waste is unbelievable source of material. 1/3 of the whole planet food is going to be dumped in the landfill. We can take it into our process. I can take even a grass from your own backyard lawn to our process and produce these 3 products which are coming from the end of the line. Energy, of course, ammonia in the form of nitrogen, and phosphorus. These are the key elements for any crop to grow. If we don't have these today as a fertilizer, we can barely produce half of the amount of the food what we are producing today. But I'm not going to give direct these unbelievable nice things to the food production. I'm going to put them to algae production. This is dynamite food for algae to explode the growth for algae because it is in the right form for them. Why algae? Algae is, you could say, the latest or most promising new technology to produce green crude oil. Just an experiment, comparison. If I take a palm oil can produce 6,000 liters green crude per hectare average. Guess what algae can produce per hectare in a good conditions? Astonishing 100,000 liters of green crude for biodiesel, for jet fuel, for gasoline production. And recycled, zero CO2 emissions basically add to the atmosphere. We in the Ductor, with this astonishing nutrients from our bioprocess and with some of the latest innovations in the algae production that we have done as well, we are able to produce 400,000 liters of algae oil per hectare, which is something. I would say that we are having a key on our hand really to solve a big energy problem, at least big part of it on this planet. What does it mean? It means that I can definitely save the guy in the beginning, the frog. But I'm also saving all of you from the future starvation, because bioethanol is produced from this stuff. Bioethanol is being produced from food. I am returning these land masses back to the food production where they belong. Thank you very much. My name is Ari Ketola, and I represent the Ductor Corporation as a CEO. Thank you very much.
Whoa.
Ha, I found a pig. I'm keeping it.
That was quite a day. Totally forgot that it was a heavy program. So many speakers. What did you think, Antti?
I don't know. What do you think? Did you have fun?
Did you learn anything?
Now you can raise your hand. Oh, someone learned. All right.
People look like they need something to drink.
Yeah. All right. Maybe you want to share something about the after party.
Yeah. So, hey, actually about the program for the rest of the evening. So, it is around 5 p.m. currently. We'll have a live broadcast on national television starting at 8 p.m. in this very same space. We'll ask you guys in the main stage audience to leave in a moment. So we'll actually close this side of the space, so the demo area will be open, and MTV3 will set up the live broadcast on TV. And at 8 p.m. we'll start the broadcast. It will be, you can follow it from demo area. Unfortunately, it's going to be in Finnish. So those of you who don't understand Finnish, you can start learning by drinking while doing it. So sorry about that.
All right, so what's the schedule for that?
Okay, so 8 p.m. live broadcast, 9 p.m. we will have the most epic after party ever organized in this country. This we can promise. So this is something we're delivering to you with one of the hottest gaming startups in the world, which is Supercell. And if you have a bathing suit or a towel, please bring it with you.
Wait, there's a joke to this. So I know a lot of you have been wondering why it is called Startup Sauna. Anyone know? Because once you take an entrepreneur and put them into a sauna without any clothes, as we do in Finland, you can't hide anything. And that's what you're gonna get tonight, because we're gonna have saunas and pools just for you. So get ready to party. Right? Woo!
So for the next couple of hours, you can either stay at the space. There will be drinks served at different parts of the space. You can go to your hotel. You can go get dinner. There's a Skolkova event organized. If you've been invited, you've received an invitation. Unfortunately, it's a very small event. But be here by 8 p.m. if you want to check out the live TV broadcast or get started on the party early. But be here latest on 9 p.m. and it will be a full party. Apparently we have more alcohol here than any nightclub in Helsinki on any night of the year.
Wow, sounds very Finnish to me.
It is Finnish. So without any further ado...
No, I mean my favorite part. You want to say thank you to someone?
Yeah, actually, want to say thank you to so many people. So actually, if you've been looking around, there's a lot of people with a Slush t-shirt. And those people are volunteers from all around this country, specifically mostly from Helsinki. And those people have been staying up till, I mean, if you look at your badges, it was kind of difficult to get them. But imagine those 3,000 badges were put in the right order last night. And there was 20 people working till 4 a.m. to get those badges in order. So I'd like you guys and everyone in the audience to give a big hand to the Slush team. They're absolutely epic.
All right, so 8 p.m. here. It's going to be like Top Gear live with hot startups and entrepreneurs talking on live TV. You can be there too. I guess please move away from this space. Be back at 8 p.m. Let's have a great party. And thank you for the first day of Slush.
See you later.
Dime que sabes tú sentir lo mismo que siento yo. I'd never know because his kisses are for me alone. Who wouldn't say fantasy?